Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters is one of the most successful songs in recent history. But what makes it so special? Today, I'm gonna give you the secret sauce. I'm gonna show you how you can write and produce a song with a very similar vibe without ripping off the original. We're gonna cover the drum rhythms of this song and what kind of drum samples to use for your own version, the type of bass you should choose, synth and string arrangement, top line writing, the melody and lyric choices you can make to create a similar style, and of course, powerful vocals, and how to record and arrange them. Let's get started. And all right, the first thing I want to do here is listen to the original song and analyze exactly what's going on here. So I'm picking up a really strong rhythmic bass, some really interesting synth choices. The tough thing about this song though is it's got what I would call a gluey arrangement. A lot of elements come together so cohesively, it's kind of hard to pick them apart. So I'm gonna use the stems plugin here by Fader, and I'm gonna separate this song into its different parts, you know, vocals, drums, bass. Okay, yeah, you can see I've already been like playing around with this and loading it into this plugin because I have a couple more versions up top. But let's just do it again and see how this works. Okay, all done. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab these drums and bring them in and we can hear them separately. Okay, I get this. Like a very simple 4-on-the-floor dance beat. There is a little bit of a tricky moment here we're gonna talk about when we fully get into drums. Some of the other instruments, they sound like this. Really interesting pump, right? Like it's got the wah, wah, wah feeling. It's called side chaining. Pretty easy to accomplish, but definitely gotta keep that in mind for a lot of the synths. Let's see the bass. Same kind of pump. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I get this. Let's go back to the drums specifically though. I've got Drum GPT here. Basically, this just like generates samples based on how you describe them. So I just typed in big, powerful pop kick drum. Let's see what we get. Okay, nice sounding kick. And then we've got like snare, clap, rim, hi-hat, like it's a full kit, right? I personally, when I program, I like to go one bit at a time because I love to be really precise. So do we like this kick specifically? It's pretty good. I think it's a little bit thin. Let's try one more time. Powerful EDM pop. Okay, I'm actually trying powerful EDM pop with thick low end and transient heavy attack. And I misspelled attack. Let's see if it actually gets it. I should have checked before I hit generate. Okay. That kick is good. I like that. Okay, I actually ended up tweaking this quite a bit. So what I did is I did use the kick drum that I generated, but I also combined it with some other elements. I actually generated this rim right here, and then I processed it with Neutron to make it like really sharp and transient heavy. And I'm basically making it like a lick combined with more of a low sounding kick, and together these sound like this. This is a trick I use all the time. If you watch my channel, you know. Okay, now let me go ahead and add a snare to this. Okay, I did a little bit of stacking here too. It sounds like this. So one of them is dry and the other one is like mostly wet. The dry one is just this, and this is the wet one. I think for this type of song, reverb on a snare that's really noticeable is gonna go a long way because we are looking for drama. And okay, we have this basic rhythm set up. And now we need to talk about what makes Golden really special rhythm-wise. I actually explained it really well in one of my other videos, so I'm gonna insert that clip right here. Okay. You know, I keep doing this like gonna be golden, and I think the way that flows, it lends itself to a shuffle rhythm. Now, the best way to explain a shuffle rhythm is that it has 2 layers. The first is what I call the steady layer, with 4 even hits in 1 bar, like saying 1, 2, 3, 4. The second is what I call the shuffle layer, and it's made of 2 sets of triplets, each counted 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. While the bottom layer marches evenly, the top layer shuffles, creating a swung feel. So we need to create that rhythm now, and I think the best way to go is gonna be a hi-hat, because I heard there's like a really bright hi-hat Golden anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and generate a kit that's got like a really bright feeling. Hopefully we get like a really nice bright hat with it. Okay, pretty good. And yeah, and this is what we would play. Okay, I combined a couple of hats. It sounds like this. Good. And now I'm gonna go ahead and program some drum fills. That's really gonna help us transition from section to section and create that, powerful feeling that Golden does. Okay, I really like this one. It's a bunch of elements combined. This is how I usually make fills, is I just stack up all kinds of different sounds until I like it. And this is what this is. Cool. And yeah, this is the whole drum package. So let's go ahead and move on to bass. If you remember, we had a rhythmic bass here, super common for this kind of up-tempo pop music. A rhythmic bass really creates like an amazing underpinning for the rhythm of the whole song. So one thing we do have to keep in mind here though is the rhythm of the song is a shuffle, so the bass also needs to shuffle. And okay, I'm gonna pull up Synth GPT again. Let's see what we can get here. It's kind of fun to like just generate my own sounds. Okay, I'm thinking like short sounds, powerful, maybe like something in the Juno family, a little bit nostalgic. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this is kind of cool. A little bit almost like 2010s. I like this more. Okay, I actually ended up being inspired by what I generated and then making something custom after. This is what I ended up with. Here's a really interesting thing. I wanted it to feel even more powerful than it does right now, so I layered it with an 808, which sounds like this. Remember the pump I was talking about? I'm literally using a plugin for that to create that. You just have to be careful when you use two basses at once. Often I will mix them a little bit differently. Like one of them I will boost at 60 hertz, right? And the other one I will boost at 100, just so they're in their own spaces. And often I will duck the bass out of the way of the kick drum too. But yeah, this I think works really well. I didn't have to like go crazy with mixing. It sounds like this. And okay, now let's go ahead and move on and work on synths and strings. There's quite a bit of both in the original Golden, and we need to cover a couple of things here. First of all, we need to go ahead and arrange our instruments in a way that covers the whole sonic spectrum. Enough sound in the high frequencies, enough sound in the mids. Otherwise, our track might just sound a little bit thin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with like a simple pad, something lower, like more mid-rangey. All right, we've got this. Think of this as like a foundational sound. It's not supposed to be super exciting on its own, but it's a bed for your whole track to build on top of. But thinking along these lines, I want to do a higher register pad now. It's got a little bit of an ARP movement to it too. And speaking of like an ARP kind of feeling, I think we definitely need more of that to match the rhythm of the hats and the bass, the shuffle. So I just made this. Kind of a funky sound to it. And now I want to move on to strings, which I think is something that can really make or break this type of song. You know, like an uplifting vibe. We need those strings. And what I want to do is a combination of held strings and percussive strings. So I made this tension string part right here. A lot of really high frequencies here. It's supposed to kind of hang above the arrangement, provide the high end, give it a little bit of a brighter feel. And now I want a percussive feeling string. I'm sure most of you know the terms legato and staccato. I actually am gonna go for spiccato. No, scratch that, spiccatissimo, which is like the shortest, the most transient heavy performance you can do on a violin or viola. I've got this. I feel like a conductor. Finally, in Golden, if you listen to the post-chorus really closely, there are strings in there mirroring the vocal melody. I think that's a great idea. The only problem is I don't have my top line melody yet, but if I write something catchy with the strings, maybe it will be a guide for my vocals. Okay, I spent a little time doing this and I got this. That sounds really fun to me. I think our top line melody can be in this realm. Speaking of which, I do now want to move on to working on the top line. So to give the same feeling as Golden, there are a few things I want to hit like melodically. One, I want something repeating, like this gonna be part. Because because that's really catchy. I also want a melody that has a wide spanning range. So from lower notes to high notes. I might not go as high as Golden just because I'm not really that kind of singer, but I'll do my best. I also want an empowering lyric. That's the whole point of the song, right? So overcoming difficulties, rising on top. The only problem is that type of thing is very hard to do and not make sound like really cheesy. Like this walks the line very well. So again, I will do my best. Let me think on this. All right, so I've been playing around with this for a while and this is what I got. So the top of my chorus sounds like this.
I'm feeling the music. Yeah, I am finally moving. Yeah, I'm finished with living on muted. I'm done. I'm only leading with my heart. Yeah, I'm finally.
All right, so wide spanning melody, check. Took me a few tries to get the high note, but there's also some lower notes in there. I did get the repeating lyric in here. So we've got 2 words repeated, feeling, I'm feeling. We've got finally, moving. Finish with living is kind of like a tricky one, right? Because it's 2 different words, but if you really say it fast, finish with living, they give the same type of phonetic. So I think I've successfully gotten that like catchy hook in here. Very important for pop songwriting. You gotta have the hooks, guys. Now, if we move on to the post-chorus, it sounds like this.
Moving, I'm up. Moving, I'm up. And the hardest part, cause I'm finally moving. Moving, I'm up. Moving, I'm up. Leading with my heart, yeah, I'm finally moving.
So similar idea, we are repeating 2 things and we're actually doing it back to back. So moving, I'm up, moving, I'm up. So it makes it even catchier. This is actually a different type of post-chorus than Golden. Golden actually ends up having more of a big melodic moment. I wanted to lean into the catchiness, you know, because I'm not actually trying to just make like a ripped off Golden. I want to make my own song inspired. So I made this choice. And yeah, lyric wise, what I went with is the concept of like getting up after you've been down, you know, knocked down, maybe like figuratively speaking, laying on the ground and not wanting to get up, right? That's what I'm saying. Moving, I'm up, I'm standing, you know, and here it even says done the hardest part because when you've been knocked down, sometimes the hardest part is to get up. So, and then I'm using metaphors like music, because you move to the music, get it? Muted again, because that ties in with the music. Again, leading with my heart, because leading is like, you're just walking ahead. So yeah, this makes sense to me. I'm actually pretty proud of it because I feel like even though it seems so simple, there is a lot going on here construction wise that makes it work with that melody. Like the internal rhymes, like the finished and living, the repetitions. And I think the meaning makes sense. And finally, I just want to talk about the recording of this a little bit. Definitely not the easiest song that I recorded recently, by far. So what I recommend if you are a singer like me, who does not usually, you know, belt and sing all these like high melodies, I recommend that you do it in little pieces. Like this is muted right now, but these are my original takes. As you can see, it's just like little pieces. This one was like, I'm feeling the music. And then I literally did, yeah, I'm separately, finally moving. So that just really helped me nail it. You just have to be really careful with your performance because it's easy to make the sound choppy, like they're all different performances. So just be careful with that. But what I really recommend if this is like a tough style for you to sing is vocal arrangement. Vocal arrangement, creating, you know, stacks of different types of vocals to really elevate the sound. And Golden, even though EJAE is like an amazing singer on that chorus, there is actually still a lot of stack going on. So here specifically, I've got some dubs. So these are just, you know, copies, not physically copied, but like other instances of me singing this chorus. And I'm doing the same melody as the lead, but also I'm doing low doubles like this.
Leading with my heart, yeah, I'm finally.
So it's funny, it doesn't even seem that low because the lead is so high. But yeah, this is technically a low octave. I also have harmonies right here. These are really pretty. If you listen solo. As you can see, I'm stacking certain bits, I'm moving, but also I'm doing up separately just by itself to add more harmony, more parts to it. And I'm even also doubling the ups right here on the pad tracks as well, because this is mixed differently. So it's giving it more of an airy feel. And it's got like a different type of reverb too. So that's something you can do as well. You can sing the same harmony parts, but with just different processing and it will sound totally different. And yeah, I actually really love this pad because it is the brightest mixing of this whole package. It's just got like pretty melodies. I like that. And then also we have a vocoder here, which is honestly such a cheat code, guys, because this does the harmony for you. You know, you just have to know how to set it up. I'm using vocal synth right here. And yeah, this one is really good. It sounds like this. And all right, guys, after all of this is what I've got. I'm going to play it for you. Obviously, this is a demo, but for a couple of hours of work, I think it's in a nice spot. Let me know if you agree in the comments, and let's listen.
I'm feeling the music.